Okay, so we're continuing with Don't Vote for War. The book is called California. The last decades of the 20th century saw plenty of growth in California. With the 1970s came the age of the modern computer. Many innovative products were developed right in Silicon Valley. As California's population and economy grew, so did the pollution. A blanket of smog hung over Los Angeles, caused by heavy traffic. Air population affected other cities and even wilderness areas. Coastal waterways were polluted with waste too. California responded by setting higher emission standards for cars and limiting construction along the coast. Natural disasters plagued the state as well. Earthquakes struck the San Francisco area in 1989 and the Los Angeles area in 1992 and 94. Throughout the 90s, California suffered droughts, bushfires, floods, and mudslides. The early 2000s brought power shortages and the change in power. Electric companies were in financial trouble and people's electricity bills soared. There were rolling blackouts in the summer when electricity was shut off, and supposedly because so many people were using their air conditioners. Californians blamed Governor Gray Davis for the power crisis and the state's other financial problems too. In 2003, voters elected actor Arnold Schwarzenegger to replace Davis as governor and re-elected him in 2006. His supporters hoped that Schwarzenegger could help with California's problems and set the state on a steady course for the future. Governor Davis in blue tie, shown here, campaigning in 2003, recall election is accompanied by Dolores Huerta, Jesse Jackson, and State Insurance Commissioner John Garamendi. Anti-Vietnam War signs from Berkeley. Protesters of the war carried such signs in their marches. As the 21st century began, 1 of every 8 Americans, about 36.5 million people, called California home. So 1 out of 8 Americans. So that's 1/8 of the U.S. population are Californians. Although the state ranks 3rd in the area, it ranks 1st in population, 3rd in area, the size. What draws new people to California today isn't so different from what has attracted people to California for centuries. It has abundant natural resources and a great climate. So is California all about sunny beaches, white sand, and surfing? Not exactly. But millions of people have settled along the California's Pacific coast. Children take part in the festivities at Old Spanish Days in Santa Barbara. Many people came to California for job opportunities, but most will probably admit they loved the roar of the waves, the crunch of the sand, and the feel of ocean breezes. Most of California's big cities lie along the coast. Los Angeles is the state's largest city. Next in size are San Diego, San Jose, San Francisco, and Long Beach. The 2 next largest cities, Fresno and Sacramento, the state's capital, are further inland. What's life like in California today? It depends on where you go and who you are. Big city life in Los Angeles is fast-paced. Around the sprawling city snakes a maze of crowded highways. Along the traffic-jammed downtown streets, people make their way down congested sidewalks on their way to work or the closest coffee shop. Los Angeles has many unique districts, too. One is Hollywood, known as the capital of television and the movie industry. Another is Beverly Hills, home of the rich and famous. Though city life is hectic, people can escape to the sandy beaches or the hills and valleys nearby. Life is much more laid back in California's Central Valley. Across its wide open spaces, lush farmland stretches as far as the eye can see. Population in the valley is growing fast. People move there to escape big city life or to take farm-related jobs. Still, everyday life is more leisurely, and many cities have the feel of a small community. Dozens of towns hold local harvest festivals. For recreation, residents might go camping or hiking in the surrounding mountains. Which ethnic group do the majority of Californians belong to? Not any. A majority is more than half, and no group fits the description. Non-Hispanic white people make up the largest ethnic group. Some are descended from American settlers who arrived in the 1800s. Others are descendants of German, Irish, Italian immigrants. Other newcomers moved to California from countries such as China after World War II. Los Angeles highways are several lanes wide and busy with traffic. Some 1.2 million LA residents drive to work each day. This chart shows population of California's biggest cities. LA is 3.8 million, San Diego 1.2 million, San Jose 929,000, San Francisco 744,000, Long Beach 472,000, Fresno 466,000, based on U.S. Census Bureau 2006 estimate. This map shows 58 counties in California. Sacramento, the state capital, is indicated with a star. So there's 58 counties. Sacramento, 1. It's a county also. 2, Contra Costa. 3, San Joaquin. 4, San Francisco County. 5, Stanislaus. Right here. Alameda, San Mateo, Santa Cruz, Santa Clara, Marin, North Amador, El Dorado, Yolo, Napa, Sonoma, Lake Colusa, Mendocino, Sutter, Yuba, Placer, Nevada, Sierra Nevada, Butte, Plumas, Glen, Tehama, Trinity, Humboldt, Siskiyou, Del Norte, Modoc, Lassen. Then in the central, El Dorado, Amador, Alpine, Calaveras, Tulum, Mariposa, Mono, Madera, Merced, Santa Cruz on the coast, San Benito, Monterey, Fresno, Inyo, Tulare, Kings, San Luis Obispo, Kern. Then in the south area, Santa Barbara, San Bernardino, Ventura, LA, Orange, Riverside, San Diego, and Imperial. Those are all the counties. And that's the state line. Then it's Mexico. On the side is Arizona, Nevada on the right, Oregon on the north, Arizona southeast, and Nevada east. This is a population density map. The burgundy shows 1,000 or more people per square mile. The red shows 250 to 1,000 people per square mile. The dark orange, 50 to 250 people per square mile. The light orange is 10 to 50 per square mile. And the yellow is 10 people or fewer per square mile. It's a big part of the state, looks like. So the darkest, the most dense areas are dark burgundy and 1,000 or more people per square mile. The dense city areas. And then the red, bright poppy red color is like 250 to 1,000 per square mile. And then a dark orange, 50 to 250. Light orange, 10 to 50. And yellow, 10 or fewer. This is a pie map showing people race-wise, and then the green color says white persons not Hispanic, 43%. The yellow says persons of Hispanic or Latin origin is 35%. The purple says Asian, 12%. I guess I'd fall in that piece. Then the blue, light blue, says black peoples, 6.7%. The darker blue, turquoise, says American Indian or Alaska Native, 1.2%. Very tiny percent. Then the pink says, there's like a sliver between the pink and the blue that you cannot see, probably with the camera. Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islander, 0.4%. Then the pink is people reporting 2 or more races, 2.4%. Hispanics, it says, may be of any race, so they also are included in applicable race categories. Okay, I don't know. San Francisco's Chinatown, the largest Chinese community in the U.S., hosts parades and performances to celebrate Chinese New Year. Oh my God, I cannot. So this is in San Francisco, Chinatown. Okay. Among California's early non-native residents were people from what is now Mexico. The two places have been linked historically and geographically for hundreds of years. It comes as little surprise that today California has a distinct Hispanic flavor. Hispanic people make up the state's second largest ethnic group, almost 1/3 of all Californians. Most of them are Mexican Americans, others from Puerto Rico, Cuba, and Central and South American countries. More people of Asian heritage now live in California than in any other state. Chinese Americans make up the state's largest Asian group. San Francisco's Chinatown is the oldest and largest Chinese community in the country. Other Asian Californians have origins in the Philippines, North and South Korea, Vietnam, India, Japan, among many other countries. California is also home to more African Americans than any other state. Many arrived to work on railroads after being freed from slavery. Others, it says, about 2 of every 5 Californians speak a language other than English. Others arrived to work in shipyards during World War II. Today, like all Californians, they work in all sorts of professions.